Hello and welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to talk about food security. This is something which I've thought about in the past. In fact, I brought the subject up on the live stream that I did related to help for Ukraine at the beginning of March. And now I've got this idea in my head which seems that Putin may have some rather nasty plans trying to create famine in Africa. Now this, what I'm thinking of here is that there is, because of the war, there's the blockade on Ukrainian exports, and now Ukraine's grain production would be enough to satisfy, for example, all of Egypt's grain needs, import needs. And it's not that Egypt, I'd use that as an example to show you the amount of people they can be fed. Now most of the grain does go to countries in the Middle East, but also a little bit farther afield, such as Afghanistan, where already some 10 million people are in danger of starvation. Only a couple of years ago, there were more people who died from overeating than died from hunger, and it looked as though hunger could be on its way to becoming something of the past. Now, with this war, it seems to me as though what Putin is deliberately trying to do is to create a famine. Now, the advantages of a famine, as far as Putin is concerned, is that first of all, this will cause hardship for people, which might then cause them to start revolting against the regimes or the governments in North Africa, Middle East, wherever. This in turn will create a refugee problem. The refugees will come to Europe, thus further destabilizing Europe. So that is how I see this evil plan, and it's utterly heartless for his own somewhat pathetic and childish geopolitical ambitions. And now I appreciate that this may sound a bit like a conspiracy theory at the moment, or it could be just, as far as Putin is concerned, a lucky and fortunate coincidence. I don't know, but it doesn't look particularly positive for those countries that need to import grain. And there's another benefit for Putin. When Ukrainian grain is not on the market, it pushes up the price of Russian grain, and thus is yet another war benefit for him and his cronies. Won't be much of a benefit for the Russian people, but it's and the financial benefits won't end up in Russia at all. They'll end up on some offshore island somewhere. But this, to me, I am not a person who believes in conspiracy theories, and I don't even share the idea that wars are started by armaments companies just in order to push prices up. I don't believe that. I know lots of people do, but in this case it's very hard to see otherwise. The benefits of the war, such as in higher oil prices, higher grain prices, higher other commodities which Russia is producing prices, then flow into the accounts of the oligarchs and Putin's personal account, etc. And all this ends up in the middle of nowhere. But the price of the war, as far as Putin is concerned, the Russian war, is borne by the Russian taxpayer. And the Russian taxpayer is funding the bombs that destroyed the building which is behind me, for example, and or the building in front of me, which I'll put the camera on. And this is Irpin. To the north of here is Bucha. Bucha is known, well, for the crimes that were committed there. Horrible destruction there. In fact, I was going to do the video there, but I thought I might start getting emotionally upset about it. But I think this is a good reason to get emotionally upset. We not only the death and destruction which is being caused here in Ukraine, but Putin wants to export it to other places. And I think this is just yet another reason why it's absolutely essential that our side, that's to say the Ukrainian side, the Western side, the good side, wins this conflict and liberates the Russian people from this kleptocracy, this dictatorship, this oppressive regime, which has so far killed who knows how many thousands of Russian soldiers, not to mention all those have been killed, murdered by the regime itself. So anyway, if you've got any thoughts on this, please put your comments below. I'm in Ukraine, as you can see. Right now I'm trying to actually looking at things from a historical point of view, and so if you'd like to subscribe, please do so, and I shall be doing lots more stuff of this nature from here. Thanks for watching.